everybody, welcome back. Today we're looking at some celebrities that were exposed for being rude on TikTok. Remember, if you're a celebrity, don't forget, we're always watching Wazowski. And also don't forget, if you're watching this, take these little exposés with a grain of salt. Sometimes people have bad days.
Rating the celebrities I've met. So I'm gonna have to give Taylor a 2 out of 10, and I know this is gonna get me some hate, but it's just because when I met her, I was so excited to meet her. She was too busy, and she told me to wait in a specific spot and she'd come back to meet me. And she never did, and I waited there all night. So next, Ed Sheeran. I'm gonna have to give him a 10 out of 10 because he's the sweetest, nicest person ever when you meet him. So next, Justin Bieber. I have to give it a 10 out of 10 because he was so nice when I met him and went out of his way to talk with me and take a picture with me. And last, Lily. Unfortunately, I have to give her a 4 out of 10 because she was really standoffish with me, and I feel like she should be a little nicer to her fans.
Ooh, I'm a little surprised about Taylor Swift. Because I know that, not everybody likes Taylor Swift, but she's got a really die-hard following. And I think one of the reasons why she has a die-hard following is because she is known for really loving her fans. So I'm just surprised. But also she was probably pretty busy, I'm thinking. It sucks that she waited there all night for a picture. I'm hoping that Taylor was just a little bit busy.
Rating celebrities I've met with my dog, Doug the Pug.
Yay.
Billie Eilish, I'm
Tea
gonna
and
say 10 out of
pugs.
10.
Love it.
She was so down to earth
Yes.
and so chill and just so sweet. Ed Sheeran, 10 out of 10. He loved Doug and was literally holding him and twirling around the room with him. 10 out of 10. JoJo Siwa, 10 out of 10. She's so sweet and just humble and really cool, and I loved her. 10 out of 10. Cole Sprouse, 11 out of 10. He is one of the coolest, nicest, smartest, sweetest to Doug people we've ever met. Doug got to ride in a yacht with him. 11 out of 10. Noah Centineo, honestly, 4 out of 10. He said some rude things and just wasn't very nice and had a pretty big ego.
How can you be rude when there is a pug in your presence? I love a good pug. Love the pug. I especially love pugs named Doug.
Let's rate the following influencers based on my interactions with them and how they treated me. I would give this interaction a solid 7 out of 10 because Tana Mojo was honestly so nice, so sweet and everything, but at the same time, both of our phones died and she said she would follow me because she's, supporting photographers and all that, but my phone died too, so it was really miserable. Christine Sudoku, honestly, 9 out of 10, so funny. First thing she said was, I'm about to smoke, do you want to smoke with me? And I was like, I have asthma, but that's not the point. Love her regardless. Ricky Thompson deserves a 10. He was the nicest person ever. He was with his sister and mom, and they were so nice. They took a moment.
Love
they all
Ricky.
talked to us for no reason. Thank you, love you, you deserve everything. 3 out of 10 because he was so rude. He said, your makeup doesn't look nice, and I wasn't wearing makeup, so...
No!
0 out of 10 because Backpack Kid sucks. He literally asked me, oh, did you talk to my manager first? Who are you?
He's Backpack Kid, okay? Learn about it. I've also met Tana Mojo. I met her at Playlist Live. I went right up to her and she was in this roped off area and I was like, can I buy you a shot? And she was like, yes, you can. And she jumped over the rope and ran to the bar with me and Jocelyn. And then I bought her a shot of vodka. But I was I did that because I wanted to talk to her for a bit. And obviously she's spending time meeting other people too, because I'm not the only one who knows who she is. So I went there to buy her a shot and she ended up talking to everybody else for a while. But then, after we did do the shot together, she started talking to us. She's like, what do you guys do? And I told her that we were, part of a YouTube channel. And she was just like, oh my God, that's so cool. She was actually super, super nice. I think that she was just trying to juggle everybody trying to be nice to her and trying to meet her. So yeah, I agree with his assessment of Tana. I think she was a very nice person, but very aloof as well.
Rating celebrities I met while working at a very trendy LA restaurant. Jonah Hill. Now this one was confusing. This could have been a 0 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. When I met him, he was standing in the doorway, holding the door open, going, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was either he was trying to get attention or he was just trying to say thank you. Weird interaction, so we're gonna meet in the middle, give him a 5 out of 10. Cameron Diaz. Honestly, this one shook me. I was pretty surprised. So I went up, dropped her food off. She told me she liked my hair, was the nicest person I've ever met. And of course I then cried and texted everybody I knew that Cameron Diaz said she liked my hair. Judd Apatow and Leslie Mann. So effing nice. Literally 12 out of 10. One time, the food was delivered really late. Judd Apatow didn't know who he was at the time, and he the whole time was so nice to me, being like, no, it's okay, I come all the time, I'll just wait, and waited over an hour.
Wow.
So nice.
Wow. All right, can we talk about Jonah Hill though? Why was he opening a door and saying thank you to everybody? Was he saying that people should say thank you to him for leaving the door open? Is he thanking people for leaving? Thanking people for coming? That's bizarre. It's a bit weird. But then again, I've heard that he's a bit of a weird guy. So, you know who else I heard is weird? Will Ferrell. Like a very socially awkward person. But he's also like one of the funniest people ever. So I'll give him a pass.
Rating celebrities I met. Okay, first of all, don't mind the outfit. It was Halloween and I was supposed to be Katy Perry,
Whoa.
but then someone painted my face.
Whoa, is that a
work.
cupcake on your
So
bra?
anyways, I met Nick Jonas. He came by. He was not very friendly. I don't know, he was in kind of a mood and he didn't really seem like he wanted to be there. I didn't really enjoy his company. Unfortunately, even though he's so handsome, I'm gonna give him a 2 out of 10. Okay, Nelly invited me to his table when I ran into him at a club and he did nothing but be nice to me and offer me drinks and just be super friendly. Ooh. And this guy gets a 100 out of 10.
We stand and Nelly in this house.
Selena Gomez, my pro camera wasn't working. I couldn't get the flash to come on, so she was like, oh, let me take a look, grabs my camera, fixes it for me, and was still super nice about the whole mishap. Cool. I give her an 8 out of 10. Okay, Wiz Khalifa comes in. He's the friendliest guy. He's so dope. He gets a 10 out of 10.
I feel for these celebrities because it's like you have to be so nice to like everybody. Otherwise, you know, it could come back to haunt you. But maybe sometimes you just don't necessarily want to meet people. I'm still at the point where meeting a fan like totally makes my day. In fact, I'm usually more excited to meet them than they are to meet me. So I haven't gotten to this point where I'm annoyed by it yet. There was one time where someone recognized me in my building and I actually just got locked out. Like, so my key broke and I was like outside with my groceries, like panicking because I didn't have a key and I had to wait for the locksmith and the locksmith was gonna be like $500. So I wasn't in a very good mood and I tried to be nice, but like, oh God, not exactly in the mood to meet anyone. So shit happens, guys. But you're not a celebrity, Charlotte. Shut up, stop reminding me. Keyword yet.
So I saw Ellen DeGeneres at an In-N-Out outside of LA, and my mom's a huge fan, so I wanted to get an autograph for her. And this is what she said to me. Get away from me. You're invading my personal space. This is not a charity. And then she slammed the car door.
Yeah, I think Ellen has lost that little sparkle that made everyone like her, you know what I'm saying? She's just got a bad rep now, just the way it is. But sometimes it's hard to tell if people are just jumping on the bandwagon, or maybe she's like in a super bad mood because everybody hates her, sort of thing. I don't know. At the end of the day, she's sitting in her giant hilltop mansion, not really worrying about the rest of us, so.
Okay, this was ages ago, so don't mind the way I look. When I met her, she was barely famous, right? She was extremely shy, but she was sweet, but really shy. I'm gonna give her an 8 out of 10. It was Rihanna.
Oh, wow.
This one's really hard to rate because when I met him, he was really nice, and I want to give him a 10 out of 10 based off of that. But you'll see why I'm giving him a 1 out of 10. Because it's Chris D'Elia, and we all know what he did. I'm gonna start off with the score. She gets a negative 10 out of 10. I could do an entire story time about what happened with her, but she was extremely rude to one of the interns at my job and basically bashed her for asking her for a photo as if she was the Queen of England. Wendy Williams, horrible person.
You know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised about Wendy, to be honest. I just don't understand how you can go around and just like ruin everyone's day, you know? I get that it must be exhausting having to talk to literally everyone who recognizes you, but like, what's the point of that? What does that achieve? Does that make you feel good?
So I used to work at a place that's similar to Santa's workshop, and it was on Disneyland property, so we did get a handful of celebrities. This one, though, had to have been the worst one. And every time I see this man's face on a billboard, on TV, whatever, I get triggered. And my friends know this, and it's because him and his husband were so rude to me. Let's call him Shmuel. So at first I didn't know this was Shmuel's family because it was just the husband, the nanny, and the daughter. And you know, I was just doing my job, helping the daughter, asking the family questions. The husband was so rude, closed off, and he was very impatient with the disabled old lady in front of him. With celebs like that, I'm just like, okay, no more questions, let's just finish the job. Then in comes Shmuel, and of course my ass was like, and then he gets in my face. You better make sure my daughter's bear is perfect, because I'm not coming back. I thought, damn, not even a hello.
I wonder who it was. Any guesses?
I almost got in a fist fight with Tommy Lee Jones. So I'm like 24 years old. I'm at my first film festival. There's events being held at a local theater. I'm there to see some of the screenings. I look up and in walks Tommy Lee Jones and his wife. And I'm like, that's amazing, but I don't approach celebrities unless I have an organic reason to talk to them. Like, I love your work is not a reason for me. So I don't, but a few minutes later, I see a kid who's like 14, 15 approach him and say, Mr. Jones, I'm a huge fan. I was wondering if I could get an autograph. Tommy Lee Jones turns to him and says, get the away from me. The kid starts apologizing. Tommy Lee Jones is like, who the do you think you are? At which point, my big dumbass steps in front of him and says, no, who the do you think you are? We square up, both ball up our fists, and I'm like, when this old man hits me, it's gonna hurt. And right as we're about to swing, security like tackles me and drags me out. Funny thing is, I ended up seeing him again at a friend's party about a year later. He didn't remember me and he couldn't have been nicer.
Oh, weird. Oh, that is so weird. Again, maybe he was having a bad day, but I have heard that Tommy Lee Jones isn't the nicest. He's got a bit of a reputation. You know, because I just know so many celebrities. So many men. No, I've just done videos on this topic before, and that's what people say.
Quick little PSA to anyone who's a celebrity. If you're in New York City and there's a fan, don't be rude. I just saw Ansel, and I've been a huge fan, and not only did he walk away rudely, but his friends were like, "You never seen a celebrity? Well, now you have." So I can no longer say I'm a fan. That was so rude.
It's so funny because an interaction with a fan could either make or break your relationship with that fan. It's a one-sided relationship. Obviously, that relationship is, they have a relationship with you and not the other way around. But like, imagine having this diehard fan suddenly start to hate you because of how you treated them. You know what I'm saying? And on the flip side, an interaction that you have with a fan could totally make them love you even more than they already did. Why would you want them to hate you when you know that you have so much power to like make them happy? Like, they just like being in your presence. How crazy is that? How you should be grateful that people are just that excited to meet you.
I worked VidCon a couple years ago. My last day working the event, I worked with the featured creator shuttle stop, and I was in charge of calling the shuttles, making sure there was enough seats for people, putting people into shuttles, and there was several stops. But the rudest celebrity I had to deal with during the shuttle stuff was that girl from that 70s show. That actress, the one, Laura, she played Donna.
No.
She was the rudest person. Her assistant was so nice. She was rude.
Oh, that's upsetting. Oh, no. People tell me that I look like her, and now I'm like, ooh.
I've worked in the Hamptons for about 10 years, and celebrities always come in and they look very casual. You don't recognize who they are. The first story I will tell is about Lea Michele. She came into the store I was working at. I was all the way at the back of the store. I didn't recognize her. I approached her asking her if she needs help finding a size. After I ask her if she needs help, she looks at me and I realize it's Lea Michele. She tells me to not bother her, starts yelling at me, telling me that if we keep all bothering her, that she will not shop. So we all leave her alone, and then she comes up to us and asks to check out. As she's holding all her items that she wants to purchase, she tells us that she will not buy any of them unless we give her 30% off because she's a celebrity.
But if you're a celebrity, can't you afford it? I'm sorry, what?
Rating celebrities I've met at parties in LA are 5. First up, we have Tana Mojo. Tana Mango, whatever. I went to Tana's 21st birthday party, and although there's been a lot of controversy around her, that party was lit as hell. 2 open bars, free tattoos, a cotton candy burrito maker. Other than that, she was kind of nice, she was chill, nothing crazy happened. 7-10. Addison Beer. I was supposed to be at the party. She was also at Tana's 21st. I don't know, she's kind of, but I think it's probably because I said her best song was We Are Monster High. 410. Last but not least, Victoria Justice. She's super nice, super sweet. She gave me a hug. She told me I was pretty. I met her at Logan's Luau. And yeah, 10-10. She also mentioned something about how her and Ariana Grande both sing. I don't know, that's about.
They do be singing though. All right, we got time for one more. And then I'm gonna go, because I have my period and it hurts.
Rating celebrities I met while I was a hostess in Manhattan. Information, what you will. For that, I'm giving her a 2 out of 10.
Ooh, the tea. The tea was hot today, wasn't it? All right, guys, don't forget to be nice to people, whether you are a celebrity or not. Doesn't cost anything. Subscribe!